everybody. Hey. Hi, everybody. It's Kathy. I'm here tonight to talk about 2021. If you hop on and join me, please give me a quick hello so I know that you're here. We're going to see what cards we pull when we ask about all of the wonderful things that are going to be happening. And I know we're all looking forward to the end of 2020. So let's hope that there's some good news in the cards tonight. But as we wait for everybody to hop on, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Kathy. I'm a steep tea or sipology consultant, providing quality loose leaf teas and wonderful tea accessories. I've been doing that over 8 years now and loving their products. And I'm also a tea leaf reader. Been doing that over 4 years as well. Hi, Carmelina. And I've been providing people with messages that they need to hear and providing readings through the tea leaves, as well as my tea leaf reading cards, which is what we're going to use tonight, as well as my tarot cards. So it's not so much about asking questions tonight. Next week is my monthly reading. So if there was a personal question, you'll have to wait one more week and then you can ask it then. But if you kind of had a generic question about 2021 for everyone, I'd be happy to answer that through the cards for you. So let's get started by seeing what the universe wants us to know right away. I'm going to put my tarot. I'm going to put it down so that you can see my tarot, and I'm going to just shuffle a tiny bit here. And I was going to start with 3 cards. So 3 cards are interesting. There's lots of things you can do in a 3-card spread with tarot. But I think what I'm going to do is just kind of try to read them as they might be for the next 3 months or so. So we'll first month, second month, and third month here with the tarot. So I'm gonna split them and put them back together, and we'll take, sorry, I'm moving away. We're gonna take 3 cards: Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. We got all court cards, which is interesting. So I'm not sure if you are aware, whoever's watching, much about the tarot, but there's what they call major arcanas and minors, and these are all minors, which means they're smaller activities that usually don't last a long time. So if we had a major arcana, that would be a really big change. So the first thing that I'm seeing here is that we're probably not going to have any huge changes. The Queen of Swords, which is our first card, so our first month. So what would probably be happening in January has more to do with truth and truth telling. She's a very solid and wise woman, and she's holding that sword, the sword of truth, we call it. So there'll be some more truths coming out. And I know from what I've read from other people is that we've had a new alignment with a lot of the planets, and there's still a lot of things that have been hidden about political and, uh, you know, things that are still need to come out to bring people together and to be society. There we go. Societal things. So I think she's still pointing to that there's a lot of things that we may find out of politics wise that we didn't know in January. Now, the King of Pentacles, he's sitting pretty, he's got lots of abundance around him. He's got the Pentacles, which represent earth or material things. So things are looking pretty solid. I'm saying that February was probably going to be a good month for most people. We're going to move into, like, look at all the money he's got at his feet. So February is a good month moving forward. And then we're going to do the Knight of Cups. So knights are usually younger people. He's got cups, which are more emotions and feelings. I would say he's kind of our knight in shining armor as well. He's coming in and bringing lots of love and lots of joy to us. So March is looking like there's more love and more fulfillment. That's the word that's coming for me. So there we go. Jan's here. Thank you. So nice to have you. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And the A isn't a hard A, but anyways, thank you for joining me as well. So things are looking pretty good for the beginning of the year. I did want to do a overall reading about the full year, because I mean a lot of us are kind of anxious about what will the vaccine do, and how is that going to affect everyone. So I think that's the next question I want to ask, is what is going on, and what do we need to know about the vaccine and everything that's going on with the vaccine. So I know I already cut cards and everything else. I'm just kind of feeling like I'm just gonna, and for some reason 2 is what's coming. So we're gonna see what the universe has to say about our vaccines. Oh, 6 of Swords. So he looks pretty confident, doesn't he? He's got the swords there protecting him and guarding him on his journey. So to me, that's a really good sign that that things are going to be better. We're going to move forward. He's off into a new land and onto a new adventure. So that's the first card we got. Oh, and 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 are always good, because 8 to me represents the affinity sign if you turn it sideways. At 8, we've pretty well mastered our craft. He's got lots of pentacles on the bottom there, and things are looking good. So so when I put these with what I've asked about the vaccine, to me it's bringing in protection, and bringing in a new adventure, and helping us all move forward, as well as bringing in that abundance and stability that that we're all looking for. So that's a nice sign. Again, if someone had a question related to everyone and not just a personal question, feel free to type that in and I can ask that. One of the other questions I did want to ask is what card kind of represents for us the whole year. So I'm just going to pull one card for that, and again I'm going to go back to doing 3 piles. And it's funny. Okay, I'm feeling like this one is the right one. So what are we going to have for this year? Oh, Judgment. Very interesting. So Judgment is about, can have things to do with law, but also, hi Marion, can also have things to do with things kind of balancing out and being fair again. I think what I'm reading and what I'm getting from that is that 2021 is going to look a little more fair, and people are going to be treated better. So we've got the hi Judy. We've got the ability here, or the card is saying that the year is going to look a lot better for a lot more people, and it's making me think about I don't want to use the word poor, but underprivileged maybe, or underappreciated people, kind of having their justice and having their say and being heard and moving forward. So it's really a societal thing that I'm getting with this card, that there's going to be a reverse in how we treat a lot of people, and people are going to see their see justice. There we go. Get the judgment for them that is appropriate. So that's how I'm. So this is for a full year. This is the one that's coming through for that as well. And I'm gonna switch now over to my tea leaf reading cards, because anybody that's had a reading with me knows how much I love these cards as well. So let's see what else the universe wants us to know about next year. And I'm just going to do a general, again, whatever this year is. So and I always like my threes. So card number one, card number two, and card number three. Okay, hi Cynthia. Thanks for joining me. Let's see what's going on. Oh, we're going to be concerned about some two-faced friends. Now, as soon as I see this, I think political. And again, that's kind of where I'm seeing that justice coming back. That, you know, there's a lot of people that can say things, but it doesn't really mean that they're being truthful or that they're telling us the whole truth. So this is what I'm feeling from this. Oh, money path. So a path with money is waiting for you to find it. So aren't you guys all glad that you're on this one, because that applies to you? So this reading is for everyone. So there is a new way or new thinking about money that's coming as well. So I know I've got some stuff in the works too, that and a new way of doing a lot of what I'm doing. And I don't know if everyone else feels as excited about 2021, but I just feel like there's lots of opportunity and lots of things that are going on. So I would encourage everyone to maybe think a little bit outside the box and try and find your own money path as well. Um, and the staff, you will be taken care of in difficult times. Now, isn't that a great a great thing when we ask about 2021, that we get the staff? Because most of us have felt like we weren't taken care of in 2020. We had a lot of things decided for us, a lot of twists and turns, and unsure what's going on. And seeing that staff makes me think that things definitely are going to improve in 2021. So we've got the cat, so we've got a little bit of sneakiness and people not necessarily telling us everything. But we have two wonderful cards as well to go with that, with the year. So we've got the money path as well as the staff. So we're being taken care of. Wonderful messages for all of you. Again, if you had a question related to the year and not related personally, I'd be happy to answer it. I think I've thought of the main ones. I can pull cards as well. Maybe I'll ask about the vaccine as well with these cards, but I like that reading for 2021, where we're gonna be taken care of. And money's coming. I know we all could use that news, right? So okay, so I'm going to ask about the virus again. I'm just generically picking cards and saying, what do you want me to know about the virus in 2021? There we go. Wheel, indecisiveness and allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Now, I'm really thinking that this has more to do with the government. I know today they're apologizing because they decided to take a couple days off and vaccine and the vaccination, and that's just kind of what this is making me think, that the government can't get on the same page and do do things that they need to do. They're just kind of rambling along and listening to too many other people and just not doing what's best for everyone. So I guess that's going to continue. We're going to have movement, though. The will is good for movement and things moving. So in particular, the question I asked was about the virus. So we got the will. We got the handshake as well. A message from a stranger could be important. So again, I'm feeling like there's some sort of, like, whenever I see the handshake, it's more to me like a business agreement, business arrangements, things happening. The will makes me a little hesitant that it's a perfect relationship that's happening there. And then, oh, the shield. So again, we're asking about the virus and we get the shield. It's interesting. So the shield is, you need to defend yourself. So we do need to do what we need to do to be looking after ourselves and taking the vaccine. It looks like there's some sort of willings and dealings. Oh, funny, willings and dealings going on. So I guess to me, there's like a little bit of caution and a little bit of business. Like I feel like the handshake is like some sneaky business going on behind our back, and I guess we'll never know what really contracts the government sent has signed with these drug companies and all of that going on. I'm feeling like nothing has been disclosed completely, and there might be some willing and dealings going on with that, and people kind of going around and around without really getting off that Ferris wheel. So, but it's definitely saying that we should be protecting ourselves and doing whatever we can against the virus. So, what I'm seeing here is that it's not going away anytime soon. I guess we all kind of knew that, but it's definitely. See, I'm getting the feeling, I'm getting a message that it's not going to be clean cut. Like there's going to be a lot of ups and downs and a lot of topsy turning, like nothing really clear cut as far as the virus. So the best thing we can do is shield or protect ourselves against what's going on. So there we go. I don't see any other questions. If anybody, as I said, has specific question that they wanted to know about the year and how it looks, I've asked the particular questions that I thought were important. I asked about the virus. I asked what our card of the year would be, and asked again about the first 3 months and what was coming there. So hopefully that gives you a good oversight of or overview of what's coming in 2021. I did want to talk about what I'm doing. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I do have a new program that's coming, a subscription service for anybody that's kind of experimenting or learning or wants to learn a little more about the metaphysical and the spiritual realm. I know when I first kind of leaped into this maybe 5, 6 years ago, I felt like I was very alone and had no one to talk to, and figured everyone would think I was crazy if I started talking about angels and manifesting and pendulums and tarot and all of those. So I've created a group for people that want to learn with me and to explore these wonderful subjects. So if that's something of interest to you, I'd love to send you more information. I'm still working on the backside, getting everything online and being able to offer that to my wonderful community. So and of course, I'm available for tea leaf readings. I've continued to do that online, and that business is growing wonderfully. So I thank everyone who's had a reading lately or who's referred somebody to me. I appreciate it. So I do either 30 or 60-minute readings. Right now, I'm doing Tuesdays and Fridays appointments for that. So if you're looking for that, again, send me a message, and I'd be happy to schedule you in for that. I'm going to leave it there. I'm at 20 minutes, and hopefully that answered some of your questions. But if you want any clarification or had questions about what I discussed tonight, please leave that in the chat. And we thank you so much for joining me, and best of luck and welcome.